What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. As you come into the building, make sure you are hitting the like button. Hit the like button as you come in. Hit the like button as you come in. For anyone who is new to the channel and you haven't subscribed to the channel, but you like the content, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Make sure go ahead, share and like the video if you can, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content or go live. All right, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into the live stream. Shout out to everybody in the building, everybody in the chat, Puerto Rican Princess, Fountain, Black, bring it all to me. Lamaya Good, Lorenzo Redman. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank y'all so much for being here. Everybody watching, everybody who supports the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. So you guys see the title, Attention Seeking Woman Lied About Being Engaged, child, and tried to shift the blame on her man. Baby, once again, we always talk about accountability, and accountability is like kryptonite in today's society for a lot of women. It's just what it is. So we're gonna get into this. This is a clip from Kendra G. Shout out to Kendra G. It's a lot of content over there. But I want to play this one because I thought it was interesting how this woman, now this was a woman who Kendra G did a makeover for, if I'm not mistaken. She did a makeover on this woman. And now the woman, came back on the show and said that she had got engaged, child. But in reality, it was all a lie. There was no truth in it. Okay. And so my focus on today's live stream is more about puts these particular women who seek attention, women who are looking for attention, not necessarily looking for love or relationships, but they just like the attention from males. And we're gonna get into that and really kind of dive into whether women, because we always talk about women are looking for, unrealistic things from men, which they are, a lot of them, not all women. This is not all women, but to the ones that it applied to. The gold diggers, the women who are trying to get to the bag. They don't really care about you or relationships or anything like that. They just want to get to the bag and they want to use you to get there. So we're talking about women who think that way, women who are out here saying that they want good men and want relationships. But do they really? Are they really looking for companionship? Are they really looking for love? Are they really looking for serious, committed relationships that lead to marriage? Are they really looking for that? Or are they just looking for somebody who can spend money on them and pretend like they're trying to get in a relationship with you, but all they want is for you to take care of them? So is this where we are going forward? Are relationships done? Are real serious committed relationships and marriages, are they done? Because we're in a society where so many women are just looking for money and not seemingly really interested in putting in a work that would lead to a successful relationship or marriage. They're just really looking for somebody to take care of them. So I want to know, do y'all think that relationships are done, or is or is there still some hope for actual couples to get together and actually do life together? Or has it just turned into this situationship where everybody's just not really caring about the work aspect of it, not really caring about really caring for another person? And are they just selfishly trying to get help because they like being outside, they like being able to do what they want to do, they like getting attention from men without really having to do the work that it would take to be in a real relationship, just the attention, doing what they want to do, and getting the man's funds, because that's what it seems like to me. But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk more about that. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button as you come into the building. It definitely helps the channel out. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video clip. What's going on, Sam? Hustle the Great, Classy Perspective. What's going on, Classy? How are you? Hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull this up and we're gonna check it out. Let me know what y'all think. Chime in the chat, y'all. Comment, all that good stuff. Here we go.
Hey Kendra, how you doing?
Good. So last time you were here, you were engaged. What's the update? They're telling me that you're engaged?
Yes.
Who are you engaged to? What happened?
Hey, Kendra.
Hi. Now, how did this happen?
We met after the show.
So give me the details.
I reached out to him after you interviewed him.
Say again?
I reached out to Donald after you interviewed him.
Wait, you were on my show?
Yeah.
I don't remember. When was you on my show?
I was on there when Zach was on there.
Oh, you was on with Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
Oh, she reached out to me after the interview with Zach. And so we just linked up and I think we've been together like 5 months.
And when did y'all get engaged?
Wait. No, I'm not trying to listen. Y'all know. I'm not trying to be funny, right? I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know. It just the way he's answering it is funny to me. Which we gonna see that it was a lie, but the way he's answering it, it kind of seems fake. Like it doesn't seem like he's being truthful. It's almost like he's being, he's being held hostage or something to tell that story. I don't know. It's just weird to me, but child, listen, the things that people will do for attention, you'll be surprised. Or maybe y'all won't be surprised because people do anything for attention these days, child. Let's continue.
You tell me, I don't know. You sound like crazy. About 4 days ago.
Well, I want to hear, how did he propose? How did you propose?
I ain't proposed yet. We just...
You did propose, crazy.
Now, keep that in mind. He said, I ain't proposed yet. So he basically told the truth. He said he hadn't proposed yet. And then she jumps in crazy. Yes, you did. All right. So he said he hadn't proposed. He was being honest. And then she went in and added on and said, yes, you did. Okay, keep that because the Kendra gonna bring that back. Let's continue.
Why are you playing on her show like that?
I'm just playing with you, Kendra.
He proposed to me while I was at work.
Yeah. She worked at McDonald's down here in South Dakota.
Well, why did you say you didn't propose?
Now, let me just stop that right there. So she worked at McDonald's. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a job is a job, right? A job is a job. But I think that's something, to point out, not making fun of her job because a job is a job. You gotta get in where you fit in. Whatever you can get, and you bring some type of money that you can put in your pockets. It is what it is. But let me tell you something. This is where my issues come in or my opinions come in. If that was a man, if a man got on there and said he worked at McDonald's, he would not qualify. All the women would be like, oh my God, he's a brokey, he's a dusty. Oh my God, you work at McDonald's. But see, a woman could come on. Well, he said she worked at McDonald's, and I didn't see a whole lot of backlash. There may have been some, but not to the degree of which a man would get that same backlash if he worked at McDonald's. But see, these women be boss chicks, own all these businesses, own all these companies with all these degrees. And then a lot of them be really working at McDonald's and Popeyes, And so it's not the fact, I don't see, because trust me, I don't see nothing wrong with having a job. A job is a job. You got to, people have been in some really bad situations where they, McDonald's or Popeye's job is a big help to them. So, but when it's a man who's, going through some things or just got to get something in his pocket, if you don't know what he's been through, nobody cares. Nobody cares if you're a grown man and you go get a job somewhere just to kind of get back on your feet. People don't know what you've been through. They don't care about your story. They don't care about what you went through. Oh, just you a bum if you work at McDonald's. But the same is not said for women who do the same type of work. And there are a lot of these boss chicks that work at McDonald's. I'm just saying. And Popeyes and Walmart and stuff like that. So, but they're boss chicks in their head, but they work at Walmart. That's their side hustle. And, they got their businesses on on the other side. So yeah, let's continue.
I don't know.
He did.
I got a lot of stuff in my mind.
You got a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm trying to follow along. Do you propose with a ring or no? Just
Yeah, I got the pictures in my phone.
well, no. You have your ring on, Angelina.
We got a wedding ring picked out. We had to get it sized.
Right.
We had to get them sized because they were too small.
Okay. So you don't have a wedding ring yet. I thought you posted a picture with your wedding ring.
That was the reason that we had to get sized because when they put them on our finger, they were too small. So the lady said she had to size them for us. So we're going to get them tomorrow.
You're going to get them tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the wedding dress. I saw that. So Donald, tell me how you proposed to her. How did you do it?
So I basically I did it like it started out with a prank.
So tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so it started out with a prank at first. So I had.
What was the prank?
I wonder where they from. Where y'all think they're from? The accent is strong. Where they from? I wonder. I don't know. It seems sketchy. If you know, it seems sketchy. The way he's saying it and the way they're looking. I don't. South Dakota, classy. That's where they from. That accent is strong. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
I had the police to come in there to pretend like I was.
You had the police to go where? Where did the police go?
To her job, to McDonald's.
Okay.
And so they were like would try to lock me up or something like that. You know, that was the prank was about.
Wait, so was you already inside the job?
Yeah.
Okay, so walk me through it. So you're in the job, and then what happened?
And so when that happened, all the co-workers, all her work came in the front, and she didn't have no idea what was going on. And she came out there and she was like, "Baby, what's all these police doing out here?" I said, "I'm finna get locked up." And so she didn't know what was going on. So the police pretended like they put the handcuff behind my back. And I got the ring, the ring that you seen or may seen on Facebook or whatever.
So you had that ring with you, okay?
Yeah, but it was too big for our fingers, so we had to send it back, get it resized.
Okay, finish telling me what happened.
No, wait. He said the rings were too big. She said they were too small. Right? Didn't she say? Didn't she say? Am I tripping? Didn't she say the rings were too small? I could have swore she said the rings were too small. She said they were too small. He said they were too big. So what's going on? And I mean, did she tell him to make this up, or he just decided to go along with it? Well, what is going on? Listen, child free, LT, you said it. I thank you for pointing that out. I didn't want to say it. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't want to say it. I'm trying to be nice, but thank you for saying that. I didn't want to say it. But everybody needs love, everybody needs love. Let's continue.
Okay, so the police are about to lock you up.
Right. And so when she came out there, she was like, no, please don't take my baby. This my fiance. So
well, how did she know that you were his? Why did she call you the fiance and you didn't propose yet?
Shoot. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed up. My bad, Kendra.
You guys have this on video?
We couldn't.
No, all this happened and nobody videotapes anything?
I think a couple of her co-workers did.
Did your co-workers videotape it, Angelina?
One of them did, and I tried to get the video from them, and they told me that they were looking for the video so they could send it to me. But they
couldn't find it right on their phone?
They couldn't find the video on their phone for some reason.
For some reason they can't find the video. All this commotion, the police are there. You said other people came up and there's not
find the video.
They couldn't. So nobody else. So you said traffic stop, right, Donald? People traffic stop, and no one had their phone out.
Nobody had their phone out.
No, not one person.
Remember that one co-worker? Well, it was a couple.
Just the one co-worker had the phone. You were here. You were engaged.
Oh,
update?
Lord.
I'm not engaged no more.
Girl.
Were you ever really engaged? Because a lot of people didn't believe that story.
No. Donald was lying. I was not engaged to that man.
You're the one that called me and said that you were engaged, so he wasn't lying.
Well, he wanted to call you and tell you that we were engaged, and I kept telling him, I was like, don't call Kendra, don't waste her time calling.
Angelina, I'm not gonna let you lie to my face. You gotta take responsibility for your lie. You were along with the lie. You were on the lie with him. You were feeding the lie. So y'all were lying together. He did not kidnap you, put you in a cave, and make you come on that live with a gun to your head. So you're not gonna put the lie on him. You're gonna put the lie on each other.
No, I wasn't gonna put it all on him. It's not all his fault. But
the first thing you said is Donald was lying. No, we were lying was the proper statement. So what was the point of lying to us and the audience to say that you were engaged to be married?
That was not my intention to lie and say that we were engaged.
What?
Girl, stop lying. And this is why I say, see, in this particular video, Kendra really held her to the fire and she had nowhere to run. And this is what a lot of women don't like. I know she was pissed off after that video because it's like, nah, you couldn't just pin it all on the man. You had to take some accountability right there because Kendra wasn't buying it. See, as long as women, the sisterhood, agree with the foolishness and let you slide, it gives you the incentive to keep on doing it. And that's why a lot of women don't like other women or men or anybody who push back against their BS, to who don't allow for it. Women and men who, hold them accountable. This is why women don't like to be held accountable, because they're used to lying. They're used to getting away with it. They're used to doing whatever it is that they want to do because they know that they'll have some support of women and others who are going to back them up and find any excuse for their behavior. And I think that's the problem with a lot of women today, why women are so selfish, entitled, just self-absorbed, because there's no consequences. There's nobody really, holding them accountable. Like in this situation, she probably wanted to run and scream because she couldn't run. She couldn't put it on the dude. Now, typically what would have happened in a lot of these situations where we clearly see you lying and he lying and you knew what was going on too, but you can justify your lie and you can put it all on the man because men, that's just what they do. And they're just so horrible. They lie and they do all kind of crazy stuff when you're doing the exact same thing. But she wasn't able to pawn it all off on him to say it was his fault. And then Kendra say, well, yeah, he was wrong for lying. Why would he lie about something like that? And totally ignore the fact that she's lying as well. And I think that's what needs to change. And that's why a lot of men are skeptical about dealing with these women, because they know that these women can put them in a trick bag. And they know that most people will believe all women. So women could lie, and in this situation, okay, this didn't hurt anybody. She just lied about it. But there are a lot of other situations where women straight up lie, fabricate stories, create scenarios that never happen. And then they're automatically believed. And that's a dangerous thing to do, as we've seen. How men can lose their lives and their livelihood off of somebody's elaborate lie. And I think that's unfortunate and it's very sad. And it's just, I think that's what definitely needs to change when it comes to the nature of a lot of women. Women have been getting away with it all. You know what I mean? And just been getting away with it and they're used to it. So anytime you say, oh no, your behavior is jacked up, you need to work on yourself. You need to do some things to change the way you think, the way you move, how you treat people, how you talk to people, stop lying, all these things. They're highly pissed off. And oh, you're bashing. No, you don't know what accountability looks like because you've never had to own up to anything. You've always been given a slap on the wrist and a justification to why you can behave the way you're behaving. See, women can use their past, they can use, anything they want to justify their behavior, and it's acceptable. But men, there's no excuses for a man whatsoever. He could have been in the most horrible situation that was out of his control and created a certain mindset or mentality for him as to why he is the way he is. But nobody accepts that. Nobody is willing to accept the fact that a lot of men have been dealt a bad hand or whatever. There's no excuse for a man whatsoever, even though there might be some situations or circumstances that have, really created certain things in his life that actually had a major impact on his circumstances, his livelihood, all of that. But that's never to be considered when it comes to a man, as if he's not human. But women could just continue to do whatever it is they want, even if it's not beneficial, even if it's reckless, if it's a danger to them or whatever, they can still do it, and everybody justifies it and just make a way to where, oh, it's okay. There's no accountability because she's a woman, and women are women can give her some grace and give her some this, but there's never any grace for men, Black men. And I think that's why women are so shocked and they're so appalled by the fact that men are now saying, listen, we don't want to deal with the bottom of the barrel women. We don't want to deal with your ratchicity. We don't want to deal with your anger and your issues because you don't care about ours. You don't care about that. A lot of us were raised in single parent households where we didn't have fathers. We both were raised in subpar conditions. Some people just a hard knock life, but you get a pass if you're combative or if you have issues or anger issues because of things that you were lacking as a child. But the man, as him growing up in that environment as a young boy, he gets no sympathy, empathy, or nothing. Oh, get up, ninja, and you figure it out as a man. That's what you're supposed to do, but never as a woman what you're supposed to do. And I think that's the problem. Really, I do. I really think that that's the problem when it comes to modern entitled women. Women really think that they're special no matter how reckless you are, no matter what kind of background you come from, no matter how crazy your behavior is or your mentality, how reckless you think, all of that, no matter who you are, the most ratchet of them all, you will still get a pass or an excuse or, some type of empathy on your behalf. But the man who come from that same background gets none of it. That's unfortunate. And that's not, that I think it's unfair. And women benefit from this and they know it. And this is why they move and act the way they do. And they expect for you to just go along with them, no matter where they are, no matter how they chose to live their lives, no matter what mistakes or poor choices they've made in life. You're supposed to just accept them as a man because she's a woman and she has a vagina, and that's what you're supposed to do. I just think that that's crazy, and I understand why a lot of men are just saying, "Nah, we not gonna deal with that. We gonna keep it moving. We don't want to, we don't want to deal with these types of women. We would rather be by ourselves than deal with these types of women." So I think that's where a lot of men are, and for these women, it's at a disadvantage to them because they, as much as they like to put down Black men and talk about men at the bottom of the barrel and dusties, they still need y'all. Trust and believe. They still need y'all. And once again, before I get, you just talk about, this is not all women. This is not to the women who are in healthy relationships and understand what a relationship is and work with their part, their spouses. This is not those women, but these are the women who are out here thinking that a man owes them something and that he's supposed to just cater to them. And you as a woman, just because you got a vagina, you're supposed to just sit there and be as ghetto as all outdoors. And the man is just supposed to come in and give you the world, give you all this money, give you all these things, this lavish lifestyle. And you can just be as reckless. You can lie on him. You can make shit up. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. And it's okay because you're a woman. No, those women who think like that, those are the ones who need to change that, because men are not falling for it. They're not falling for the okie doke. They're woke, and they realize this is a bunch of BS. They've seen enough of the behavior. They've seen women expose themselves. They've seen it, so now they're not jumping and falling for these women. And this comes at a disadvantage to them. Keep in mind. There's a reason these women are bashing men. There's a reason they're calling men sassy. There's a reason they're saying, oh, we wish these podcasts would just go away. Just take the mics from the men. There's a reason for that. Don't get it twisted. You know, as much as these women like to say, oh, we don't need a man and we don't want a man, we don't, and this and that. Trust me, same thing. If you realize when the passport bro movement, when you saw passport bros talking about going overseas or going wherever to find them, going to other countries to find suitable women or wives or whatever, just something other than what's over here. Look how those women came out in droves with their bonnets on, child. Look how they came out in droves with those bonnets on, and how they look upset. Now remember, these are some of the same women who say, oh, go, we don't need y'all. Go ahead, go. They were so upset. They were so pissed. That's why I say, if something doesn't apply to you, it wouldn't bother you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. If it doesn't affect you or doesn't hit that nerve because there's some truth in it, it wouldn't bother you. It wouldn't bother you. But the women who were triggered, oh my God, they came out in droves. They were so pissed at the passport bros. They couldn't understand. Why would you go? They tried to shame them. They talked about them, talking about, they say all kind of things. Just because men are saying, look, we're going to go look somewhere else to try to find us suitable wives. Now, whatever comes to that or whatever else came out of that, it is what it is. But what I'm saying, just the idea that black men said, we done with these women, let's go look somewhere else. It had these women triggered. It had them in their bondage triggered. Now, for women who don't give a damn about what black men are doing, you should have heard crickets. We should not have seen one video made about these passport bros. We should not have heard them. They would have been chilling, not worrying. We shouldn't have seen anything on it, if they really didn't care. But that's the thing. They do care. They do care because they know that because these men are moving differently, they're not going to be able to get what they want out of these men. As much as you want to call them dusties and this and that and try to shame them into wanting you and doing all these things, they're not doing it. And so this is why you hear women complaining why these men ain't trying to check for us, because they done with your BS. They're not catering to y'all no more. They're not going out of their way for you. They're not obsessed with you, as some of these women would like to say. They want a man who's obsessed with them. They're not obsessed with you. They're not jumping through hoops for you. They're not that impressed by your BBL and all of these things that you got going on. They're not impressed. And so now women are looking around like, okay, what do we do? Because now we can't use them. You see, with the men out of the way, it's all on you. The test is your theory is being put to the test that you don't need a man. You don't need a man. You can do it all by yourself. Now that's being tested. Now we're seeing a bunch of women complaining about bills, about rent going up. They selling their houses, crying about a price is high, and they're homeless and people living in storage units and all these. Now we're really getting to see if this theory is true, that these boss chicks don't really need a man and you can handle it all by yourself. And what we're seeing is a lot of complaints, a lot of changes, because now you can't get these men to come in and just pay all your bills for you. You can't, smile in their face and act and pretend like you like them, and they just gonna start paying all your bills. Now you might have a few who's still doing that. I'm not gonna count that out, because I'm pretty sure there's some, which y'all would call simps. I'm not trying to use that, but you know what I mean? Some unsuspecting dudes who would probably still think that that's what they need to do to get a woman, or just do it so they can get a little coochie out of her or whatever. So you might still have a few of them, but for the most part, a lot of men are not trying to do that. They don't want to lose all of their money. They don't want to lose everything that they worked for these women who are just playing games. So I done went all off into that. We're gonna finish this clip and then we're gonna continue to talk about it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Black Goku Zero says these are the same women that got mad when that Turkish woman said American women are no competition. Oh, baby, exactly right. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Exactly. They've got pissed, mad when I don't believe that the lady said anything wrong. It was the truth. They just hate hearing it from anybody. I said this before. Thank you once again, Black Guru Goku. I hope I'm saying that right. Zero from. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you once again. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Hit the like button. What's going on, Kanar? Thank you so much for being here. What was I saying? Lord, what was I saying? Yeah, they hate to hear it from anybody. I don't believe it's what you, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's bullshit. It's not how you say, because you could say it nice, you could talk to these people so nice and just really try to be nice. They still